अऊज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। पनाह मांगता हूँ मैं अल्लाह की शैतान मरदूद से। अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू जो बहुत मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। I welcome you all in the online session of power generation class. Hopefully you all are fine and having good health. लास्ट सेशन में हम कुछ फैक्टर्स डिस्कस कर रहे थे जो कि इकोनॉमिकल एस्पेक्ट से पावर जनरेशन के कैपेबिलिटी, कैपेसिटी, फंक्शनैलिटी, डिमांड और बहुत सारी चीज़ों के मुताबिकत रखते हुए ये एस्पेक्ट बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट है। और इसी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से हमें इस पर न्यूमेरिकल्स भी करना है। तो ये कुछ 10 तरह के फैक्टर्स हैं और देन उसके बाद इसके न्यूमेरिकल भी हम करेंगे इनको डिस्कस करने के बाद। अब तक के सेशंस में कोई भी डिफ़िकल्टी किसी को है तो यू मे आस्क, feel free to discuss your queries, your question, and then we move towards the class topic. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. Otherwise, we continue the session. Okay. Uh, for a short review, I am discussing about the kind of factors. That number one is load factor. In last, we have discussed about load factor is defined as the ratio of average load demanded to the peak load demanded during the certain prescribed period of time. It is called the load factor. Average load demand at a certain time of t and the peak load demanded at time t. Another way, the formula can be expressed as energy consumed during at time t over the maximum demand at time t, certain time t. This is the load factor. Moving towards the next aspect, that is the capacity factor. On the capacity factor that we have discussed, the capacity factor is defined the ratio of actual output of a power plant over a period of time to its output if it had operated at full rated capacity during the same period of time. So in the formula aspect we can discuss is actual output during at time t, output that could be produced at the rated plant operation during at time t. The capacity factor should be less than or equal to 1 at the certain range. Moving towards the next aspect of capacity factor, that it is also useful to know the annual plant capacity factor. Annual means yearly, salana, which is expressed as same as formula. Annual capacity factor is annual kilowatt hour produced over plant capacity, that is in kilowatt over hour per year. That factor, the simplified aspect, we got the annual capacity factor. Moving towards the third aspect, that is reverse capacity, and it is the difference between the total rated capacity of all the units in the grid. The difference between the total rated capacity of all the units in the grid network and expected peak demand of the system. Reverse capacity can also be found from load factor minus capacity factor. Load factor is our first factor and capacity factor is our second factor. As you can see, load factor and capacity factor. The difference between these two things, we got the reverse capacity. So where normal values of reverse capacity usually maintain at about 20%. Number three, that is the utility factor, that is also known as the utilization factor. The ratio of maximum demand of the plant of a plant to the rated capacity of the plant. And the utility factor, we got maximum demand of the plant over rated capacity of the plant, that we got utility factor. Okay, how can we got the maximum demand? By the formula maximum load multiplied by the load factor. We got the maximum demand, and maximum demand we place in the numerator, and the rated capacity of the plant. Rated means on which it operate, on which it works, जिसके ऊपर वो काम करता है. Okay जी. It is the example of utility factor or utilization factor, which is 100 multiplied by the 0.80 divided by 200, we got the zero point 0.4, and multiply by 100, we got the utilization factor 40%. Now rated capacity is 200 that we place here on the divide. Rated capacity, this is the rated capacity, this is the rated capacity, and the maximum load is 100 megawatt. Maximum capacity is 100 megawatt over the load factor, that is 80%. So 80 divided by 100, we got the its fractional value 100, that is the maximum load, multiplied by the load factor and divided by the rated capacity, we got the utilization factor. So up till now, if you have any kind of query in these kind of previous sessions, please feel free to ask. I will resolve the kind of queries. Otherwise, I can continue the session. The diversity factor, that is DF. And what is that? The maximum demand over a certain chunks of sections, all the kind of maximum demand over the highest maximum demand among the group. It's called diversity factor. Now, number five is availability factor. And availability factor is that the ratio of time period in which the plant was in operation to the total time of period consideration. This aspect is called the availability factor. In the formula aspect, we can express this availability factor, time period, the plant in operation over total time intervals. So that we called availability factor. Running time, another aspect we can also express as running time of the operation of plant over time running plus time standby plus stoppage time. Now, a plant is ready to operate during one particular week but held as standby. Availability factor, that is 1, and CF is 0. In second exercise, we can express as the if the plant operates at half rate rated power for 1 month, availability factor is 1 and the capacity factor is zero point 0.5. Moving towards the sixth session, that is sixth content of today's session, that is demand factor, that is represented the ratio of maximum real power consumed by a system to the power maximum real power that would be consumed if the entire load connected to the system were to be activated at the same time. In formula way, we can express this demand factor is maximum demand of the consumer over connected load. It's called demand factor. In previous sessions, we have discussed at this level. Now, today's session is start with number 7, that is plant use factor. So plant use factor is PUF. PUF differs from capacity factor in that the actual operation power is considered, where annual plant use factor is represent or tell to us that how much the usage of that plant particularly have been operation till now. Annual plant factor is annual kilowatt hour produced plant capacity multiplied the hours of plant operation. So by this formula, we got the annual plant utilization factor. Up till now, we have discussed the 7 sessions, 7 aspects, 7 contents related to the financial aspects of power generation, that is load factor. This is in formula. Capacity factor in this formula, utility factor, diversity factor, availability factor, and demand factor, plant use factor. Students, if you have any kind of query up till now in these seven topics, please feel free to discuss. I will explain to you, I will repeat for you. And if you not have any kind of query, then we move towards the further next session, that is the load duration curve. The fundamental difficulty with the balancing is the supply of the demand for electricity drives from the physical nature of electricity and the fact that is currently not commercially viable to store it on a sufficient scale to be of use to electricity utilities. In this regard, electricity is a unique commodity and that the rate of its production must balance the rate at which it consumed at all time if the electricity system is to maintain stability. This all tells about the load duration curve. Moving towards the second aspect, that is the reason the demand of electricity is not constant and fluctuation in the load generally occurs. Okay, these are the reason in which daily variations, variation in what, daily variation in which that in what, that is the variation in demand and supply and requirement and the daily use curve and the peak load of the on the daily basis. These are the variations which we count in every aspect of time in daily use of electricity, power consumption and utilization at different time of the day to reflect the pattern of working hours and change in people activities that lighting, cooking and heating, etc. Weekly variation on different days of the week to reflect the pattern of domestic, industrial and commercial. These are the three tariff, uh, major tariff that you major and all tariff that you all know about. The domestic is the user, industrial and commercial activity on the weekday, weekend and holidays. These are also count all the kind of things. And mostly we all know on the weekends, the peak can be on its high level. And on weekday, on weekends, most of the offices, schools and factories, companies and commercial aspects of shopping malls and they will be off in weekends and in holidays. Holidays means in 14th of August and in Eid holidays and other kinds of holidays in which all the kind of offices, factories, schools are off. And at this level, the peak load is in different aspect. And in the weekdays, the peak load is in different aspects. Reason variation in different months of the year often reflect different climatic conditions, where for example heating and air conditioning according to the season of year. We also know that in winter season we turn off our all the kind of fans, inductive loads, and mostly our air conditions are turned off in winter season. And coming towards the summer session and the summer season, we turn on all the kind of our inductive load like air conditions, fans, and the kind of other aspects of inductive load can be turned on. So we can say most of the load have been turned on and turned off. It depends on the season. So peak load of demand can also be vary with these kind of reasons that we discuss in this session. Moving toward the fourth part is that random variation caused by unexpected factors such as system failure. If in In previous week, we had a blackout in Kranchi City. That was a system failure in Guddu thermal power plant. That failure was not correct at the protection system of Guddu thermal power plant, and aspect of that fault have been entered in our national grid. So due to this kind of failure, the all the kind of demand and supply concept have been not balanced with each other. So due to this insurgency, the frequency of the system was reduced from 50 towards 0 hertz. On this basis, we face a blackout of the whole day or 12 hours in most of the cities and most of the states of Pakistan in the previous, hopefully previous week. Certain weather change, and these are the system failure. We already seen and observed the kind of this failure. Certain weak weather change means the thunderstorm and the kind of weather conditions, uh, they can also the kind of reason for making the differ between the demand and supply requirement. Long-term growth, these are also a main reason to study the kind of financial aspect in power generation. Up till now, if you have any kind of query, please feel free to discuss. I will resolve the kind of queries, and we will moving toward the other aspect, that is load profile. Load profile is a graphical variation in electrical load versus time, and it will vary according to customer type. And what kind of customer type is that? Typical examples including residential, commercial, and industrial. These are the tariff, these are the users, customers. We all are the residential users, but some other are the commercial aspects of users, commercial tariff they are using, and another is industrial. Temperature and holiday seasons, the electricity generation sector. Load curve, if we study about the load curve, is a chart showing the amount of electricity customers use over a period of time. Generation companies, that is we called discos, distributed generations, discos. Generation companies are in Pakistan we called discos, stand for distributed generations companies, discos. Use this information to plan how much power they will need to generate at any given time. Load duration curve is similar to a load curve. The information is same but is presented in different form. These curves are usually useful in the selection of generator units for supplying electricity. It is a planning kind of aspect that we have to first study the demand of the state, province, or city, or we can say the country. Then on the basis of this analysis, we have to build our power plant. Either they are conventional or either they are based on the renewable energy. So or and also count the future aspect, future extension of that plant, future extension of the population, future aspects, all the kind of these things also include in our all the kind of these things. So we have to kind all the aspects in power economics aspect to generate and install the kind of units. And in last, we have to install the generator units. Generator units are those we all know that if we generate electricity from our thermal or steam power plant, at the end of that prime mover we install a generator. Generator is the kind of units that works 24 hours 7 days in a week of any power plant, and for maintenance and operational kind of purposes we have to shut down generators, but it work in 24 hours 7 days in a week. So the electricity generated from their generators that installed in power plants, either they are conventional or either they are the conventional are those steam thermal power plants, and renewable type of systems are solar based, wind based, geothermal, wind. tidal. These are the conventional, non-conventional ways, which are the renewable systems. Okay, moving towards, due to the above, the load duration curve may be presented in the next diagram. Up till now, we have discussed the percentage of time and percentage of maximum demand, that of how much load, how much we cover the demand according to the required electricity. So moving towards, the demand is reduced if we cover the kind of energy. Moving towards, the second aspect of scale is that demand in megawatt and demand of the day and of hour. These are the hours, 24 hours, and these are the demand on which we are generating electricity. From starting towards in between, these are the peak loads from 14 to 18. This is the time at which we feel, or we got the maximum peak demand at this level at this time over that maximum generation of utilization. That is the extent peak, maximum peak that we assume at this level. This is the curve our agriculture and other. These are the industrial, this is the commercial, and this is the residential. And we more are interested about the residential and commercial. Industrial and also an important aspect, but industrial use of electricity can be constant, because in industrial tariff for industrial load user, electricity is used in shifting aspect. Shifting of what? Shifting means electricity use in our industry in three or four or two or three shifts, that morning shifts, evening shifts, night shifts. That means the utilization of electricity is constant in industry, it is not variable. But if we talk about commercial aspects, are those are the malls, are kind of offices, and the kind of these loads which can be turned off in light night times. It cannot operate in 24 hours or in two or three shifts. It works only in morning times, evening times, or night times. This commercial load is also turned off categorically. So if we talk about the residential aspect, residential is a kind of load that we are keen interest to provide the maximum electricity to entertain the user, because these are residential are the household loads, and we have our first priority to entertain the kind of residential aspects. So moving towards this curve, the sum up of industrial, agricultural, residential, and commercial load, user, or tariff, we have to sum up all the kind of load in maximum total demand. And we observe in this level the total demand of time we can got at the time of 14 hour to 18 hours, we got at the extended peak. Now if you can see, this is the weekdays time, that is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, these etc are the uh, mid Friday. And these are the four to five curves in which we have discussed about some kind of other aspects, like daily, winter peak, morning, evening. These are the winter peak. We can assume, we can count in these time. This is morning peak and this is the evening peak. In morning, we have the sunlight. So most of the houses, commercial aspects and industrial aspects, we are turn off the lightning load. And in the evening time, the all kind of lightning load, that is resistive load, can also be turned off with the inductive load. So that is the reason the evening peak time, the load is maximum as compared to the morning time. Moving towards the daily summer peak. This is the daily summer peak. On like a Tuesday, you can feel it that it is the daily summer peak. We can observe it in the summer season. Moving towards this aspect, that is the winter maximum demand. Winter maximum demand can be achieved at this level. That would be the higher one, because in that would be the higher one because this load can be high as our conventional kind of heaters. and our geysers, electric geysers, electric heaters can be turned on, and we can see this kind of peak. Moving toward the summer maximum demand, this is the huge amount of demand. What and why? The reason is that in summer season we have the kind of hotness, we can uh, presume the kind of things that we have turned on inductive loads like fans, air conditions. So due to this kind of extra loads, we have a maximum peak in summer season. That is the maximum demand. Middle Friday, we can assume these things. These are the kind of aspect that we have been discussed up till now. If you have any kind of query till now, please feel free to discuss. I will uh, repeat for you. I will resolve the kind of queries for you. And if you have not any kind of query, so we moving towards the next aspect. Next aspect. So up till now we have to stop here this session, and after Maghrib prayer, we also continue today's session after Maghrib prayer. So stay tuned with us, and after Maghrib prayer up uh, till 6:30 p.m. we start another session of power generation. Hopefully you also join that session. Up till now we end today's session. Allah Hafiz.